this is what I want to do with this video. I want to make it the one-stop guide for everything you need to know about the brick run, so you don't have to, keep searching every time there's like a little update and things change about the brick run. It is now final, and I think we have all the information that we're ever going to need to be able to obtain and unlock the brick run. So in this video, I will include every title at the exact dates that you need that title, depending on the time and server that you are in, and all the requirements to fully unlock the brick run. So if you haven't already, subscribe, enable post notifications by ringing the bell, making it go ding, and let's dive into this. Now, first and foremost, one of the brick locations actually did change from the original starting point. So, as we're going about this, we're going to have to find the new brick locations, and one of those is in Rosslet Bay, right? So, it is not now longer at the top of the volcano. It has changed, and of course, there is also the one you have to jump through the whirlpool, and then there's the other one at Ancient Isles, right? So, at Rosslet Bay here, this is also essential. The puffer fish, I think you might still need the puffer fish, but you can fish puffer fish right here. This is the location to be able to fish puffer fish, and you just need puffer fish for a lot of the titles, like doing quests to get those titles and things of that sort, right? So this is a really good spot to 100% unlock and fish the puffer fish if you need that. Now, getting over here though, what was it that just lit up? I think it's part of the volcano, right? So Rosslet Bay has also officially been patched now, meaning you can fish in the volcano again. If you're wondering why I'm mentioning that, there was like a glitch where you couldn't fish in the volcano for whatever reason. They had that, right? So they also have fixed a lot of the things here. They've changed it, so it seems now finally. It looks like things have changed a little bit maybe. Let's go up here. Oh, they made it so you can't do that anymore as well. So they made it so you cannot jump up here anymore. All right, so what we're going to do before we get this brick, let's look over what they posted on the Discord to give you guys a full rundown before we start getting into where the bricks are. Builderoo posted, for anyone asking about the brick rod, note this is only obtainable during summer, so you can only obtain the brick rod during the summer season, all right? All the brick rod info can also be found at the Fishopedia, but let's go into this. Full brick rod title list. Changes yearly, loops daily. Timestamps in this list automatically convert to your local time. So, basically, this now loops daily, and it is the same every single day, and it does change by the hour, right? So, I think they've made it a lot more manageable, so people don't have to constantly be, so like 9 p.m. True Hakari, then 10 p.m. you got Made in Heaven, Chosen by Zeus at 11, so if for some reason some of these titles are not lining up for you, maybe you can skip a couple of these, right? So cause like this one, for example, Glimmerfin's pupil, you have to have completed the Golden Tide quest, which is no longer obtainable, right? So if you don't got that title, you're not going to be able to get the brick rod at this time. So here are the times here. Treasure Master from Sunken Chest, which we covered that in our video yesterday. That is one of them. So a lot of these, if you need to know how to get these titles, I go over how to get a mass majority of these titles in our previous video that was uploaded a day or two ago. Like, it's titled like how to get all titles for the brick rod. So definitely go watch that one, and that's going to help you out a lot. But right here, they pretty much are giving you a rundown on how to get these, right? Orc's best friend, complete the Orc's quest, which that is where we are now at Rosslet Bay for giving the Orc a pufferfish, right? So, there's things like this, like it's telling you what to do here, but maybe not all the steps, and we kind of go over that in that video. So here are all the titles that you are confirmed to for sure need, okay? Now, once we do that, let's look over at the Fishopedia. Obtainment. Brick rod can be purchased for 13,000 at Harvester Spike during Foggy Nights in summer. So, these are the requirements. First and foremost, you're going to get the 3 bricks around the map. That is where and how we're doing it. There's even brick locations here, right? Rosslet Bay near the bottom of the volcano. This is the new one that I was talking about right here, guys. If we open this up, you will see it's right here, right? The orc is right there, and the brick is right there above the orc. So that's where that is now. Now, if we come down here to the next one, this is going to be where the Phoenix Rod is at the Ancient Isles. It is just in the Phoenix Rod cave, right? So that is how you do that. Then if we go down to the depths, there's the hidden beneath blocks of stone behind the angler. So this is in the depths, of course, meaning you have to fill out your depths bestiary and get the key and go into the depths, and then it's going to be back right there. If you're wanting the exact coordinates, it is also posted, but just go to the left where the merchant is. That's kind of more of a better way to explain it, I guess. So This is some key things that you probably didn't know till this video, because I didn't know till I was actually going to like fully proceed forth with this. The player must have 22 hours of total Fish playtime, meaning if you're a new player and you haven't invested over 22 hours in Fish, you're not going to be able to even obtain this. So you could go get the bricks and do all this, and it would render you incomplete to still be able to get the brick rod, right? So that is essential and something that we must really know here. So the player's spawn location must be set to Desolate Deep. So done by speaking to the innkeeper at the Desolate Pocket. So you have to go to Desolate Deep for this, and you have to set your location. Find it's in the incantation sentence in the in-game chat. All 3 following codes must be found. Note that the codes are different for each person. The number and symbol codes on the bridge at the brine pool. The word code on the underside of the large tree branch at Moose Grove. They're also putting the coordinates here for you guys as well. So if you have a GPS, you just go to these coordinates, all right? So the final code is the same for all players. Reading the brick rod is real, bestowed upon those with. The final incantation must be sent as the brick rod is real. Final percent, word code, number code. For example, the word is knowledge, then the number is 355. Then the incantation, the brick rod is real, bestowed upon those with knowledge, 335. So this is telling you verbally how to do it. Equip one of the titles below depending on the hour. So whatever hour you're at, you're going to equip that title. Here is once more all the titles in the time that you would need those titles. So you guys can pause the video there if you need to as well. And then if we collapse that, obtain and hold out a pufferfish. And then you will be at Harvester Spike. Remember guys, here is a tip there, but and then it'll teleport you to the room with the brick rod, right? So now we're back, and yeah, so that be the case. Now we know all that. Here is how you're going to get it to what you need. So let's go ahead and get our glider. Actually, I was going to put my advanced glider here just to make flying around a lot easier. Also, guys, if you want a full rundown on how to truthfully hit level 1000 as quick as possible, I just grinded like over 100 levels over the past day. It's been super effective. I got the no life rod. If you guys are interested in that, I could do a video, but there's also plenty of like money making guides, level up guides already on YouTube, right? So I don't know if mine would even matter in the bunch, honestly. So we need to go over here. They also did some glider patches, which is like really helpful, honestly. So I'm very happy about that, right? Okay, and then I don't think that is really going to help us actually, because we need to be up there, so we might have to actually go through the volcano to get to that brick location. But getting to what I'm saying, guys, we covered everything that you need step by step on a verbal standpoint, but I'm going to give you guys some tips now. So if for some reason it's not a foggy night, and if for some reason on top of that it's not nighttime, make sure you have your sundial totems. Okay, you can get those at what's the place called? The place is called the place where you get sundial totems. It's Sunstone Island. And then on top of that, you will need smoke screen totems. Okay, so make sure you have some smoke screen totems as well. That is going to be super helpful to making it foggy, right? So basically, I have plenty of smokescreen totems, I believe, just from getting sunken chest. It's just one of the easy things you get from sunken chest. You know, I always get burnt there, dude. It never changes, dude. Oh my god, I always get burnt there. All right, so we're gonna come up here now, and we are gonna be making our way to the brick. Now, also one key thing to note. I think I see the brick down there, actually. There it is, our first brick. All right, and then you would come here, click this. It will give this little effect like so, and that's when you know you did the right thing. You found the brick. So that's the first brick. Now, obviously, I have a video up of the other brick locations, the Ancient Isles and the depths one. I do have videos up of those already. This was just the newly updated one, but I think I also should show you guys how to get to the brine pool as well, as that will probably be helpful for players as well. But if you've invested like 22 hours into Fish, I would assume that you probably already know how to do most of this stuff from what we've already went over and talked about. Now, one thing that you might need to find yourself doing is obviously going back and patching up and getting the titles that you need for this. And a lot of these titles are from players that are kind of been playing Fish for a while, truth be told, guys. So you are definitely not going to get the brick rod just like spawning into, your account at level 1. you know, you're going to have to invest some playtime, obviously. So here's where you're going to go for the Desolate Deeps. Now, obviously, you're going to want to have various things here. So we're going to need some diving gear, which if you need this advanced diving gear, it's right here to buy, actually. And then we're going to get some flippers, and I'm going to show you guys how to get to the brine pool, just in case you don't know, as well in this video. So what I'm doing in this video is patching up and going over any trials and errors that you may be encountering, while also showing you guys a full rundown on how to get where we need to go. And guys, it is so dark down here that I cannot believe it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a sundial totem. That way I can just see better down here. Did that change anything? It didn't. It didn't change anything. The morning has arrived. It should allow things to be brighter down here, but it is so dark. I can kind of see now, though. All right, let's go. All right, so yeah, it's very dark down here, and if you're like, why do you care so much about your brightness? It's because there's mines. So you don't want to hit these sea mines because they will kill you, all right? That's why. So you'll see a white sign. You'll go right from the white sign, and then you will continue making your way down through here. So let's just continue going through here, and now we're in the Desolate Deeps. That's simple, guys. Make sure you have a glider. You can buy a cheap glider here as well. So that is the case. There's a cheap glider for sale here. That is why you need the glider to be able to get to the brine pool. So that's why I mentioned that, because the brine pool is up there, but you have to use a little glider to get up there, right? So that is why. So they did fix a lot of things in Fish recently and patch a lot of the glitches and things that, not necessarily exploits, but things. So I don't know if you're going to still be able to do this. No, you're not. So this was... They made it so you cannot jump up here anymore. So they definitely changed it. Previously, you would just kind of go up there. Maybe they made it a way you can get up from this way, maybe. Let's see if they made it some way that is possible to do this. All right, so let's use our glider to get up like this. And this might be the new way to get into the brine pool, honestly. No. Yes, it is. Okay, so that's how you now get to the brine pool. I always use the glider method, but doesn't look like that's necessary. Okay, so now let's head in here, and this is where the brine pool is going to be. And after you have pressed all 3 bricks, you will come in here, and your first code will be located in the brine pool here, right underneath the bridge. It will be right there. You guys see it? My code is 123. So it's right there for those watching, and that's where your first code is going to be for your brick rod. So that is kind of like a rundown, guys. I included all the details that you might be missing. That's fully updated now, and we went over all the steps. So hopefully this helped you guys. And yeah, if you guys need even more help, then I will probably go live and just showcase to you guys getting it live on stream. And this is where you're going to set your spawn for the Desolate Deep as well. You're going to come down here to the innkeeper, which is somewhere. Is he the innkeeper? Yeah, you're going to talk to him, and you're going to set your spawn here too. So you don't have to go to the Trident room anymore. That was a big problem for a lot of people. You don't no longer have to go to the Trident room, so that's something to note as well. So yeah, guys, tried to comprise it all into one video as much as I could and condense it. Hopefully this helps some of you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.